What's up, what's up, what's up? Another casty cast coming from Joey. Get my mic straight. So this cast is, I'm trying something a little different. Doing a couple replays of GOLDSCV, aka White and Black, versus Hydra. So they played 6 games, and I'm randomly just picking them. I don't know necessarily who wins the game, so it will be a surprise. So let's get it started. Also, with the SCW Starcraft World League, they almost always pick. They always choose random versus random. So, and I think Hydra might be. He's up there as one of the best now. Definitely on the Western scene. And GOLDSCV, obviously, he's been on my channel a lot. He's up there as one of the top Koreans. So it'll be nice to see one of the top Koreans versus one of the Western players here. Double check that I am recording. Okay. So we got a Terran versus Zerg. Hydra used to do this mech build where he would just get 1 barracks and then he would get 2 factories and go vultures, but I don't know if he's a little worried against what GOLDSCV is going to bring, but we'll see. Looks like he's scouting out the middle, see if there's a mid build. I don't know if there is, I don't know if GOLDSCV does much of a mid build. It's stronger on these maps. On the SCW map, let me slow it down, because I think the distance is closer. So here's the Marine gonna scout. He's got 3 Marines here. Might be able to sneak this one in. No. Saves his Marine. Hydra's able to save his Marine here. So he's got 2 barracks. He's going for a quick range. So we'll see what he plans to do here. He might just try to do a quick tank push maybe. Or he's gonna, he's going for two medics, so he's gonna, instead of doing stim, he's gonna actually go with range on his Marines. So I don't know if I've seen that. A lot of times players will try to go with their medics and Marines, stim, try to bust through the front. And they almost always use stim. I haven't seen anyone use range, so this will be kind of interesting. His range is done right now, and let's see. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 8 Marines. Not that many. Let's see what happens here. He's bringing his, not the best control here. But he's got his medics right here, so they'll be able to take out that one sunken. They might be able to take this one out too. See, they have this range, so they don't have to get as close to the sunkens, and they can take one sunken down at a time, which I think is pretty smart. It's an interesting move here. He has 4 medics up here, and the Marines are just slowly just doing some work here. I'm guessing he's getting stim, so his stim's almost going to be done. This is pretty cool. I like this. He's got 5 Marines. He's got 2 more coming. 1 just died. I think the medics, there's the stim. I think the medics, he might get a bust through the front here. He might get the bust through the front. He's got to kill this one. He's making GOLDSCV have to use a lot of his drones to make a lot of these sunkens here. So just 1 Marine. So there we go. So GOLDSCV was able to hold that off. During that time, Hydra's been able to kind of build up his tech. Usually Hydra plays around 220 APM to, it ranges from like 180 to 220, I think. Sometimes he gets up to 250. GOLDSCV will go from like 220. When he really tries hard, he'll be at like 300. So I think when he gets up to like 250, he's trying pretty hard too. So let's just see what GOLDSCV is up to here. Is he going for... Looks like he's going for mutas. He actually might be going for... There's the scan. He actually might be going for fast guardians. I thought that Hydra was going to take that starport and make a drop, but I guess not. And this is unfortunate for this little Marine. I don't know why he put this all the way over here, but I think he's a little OCD about his placement, and maybe that's why he did that. So, looks like... Let's see what Hydra's trying to do here. He's gonna have 3 factories. He is making his science facility now. Looks like the hive is gonna be done in maybe 25 seconds for GOLDSCV. He's been saving up his gas. He's only been using 2 extractors, but he's been saving up his gas. Here comes the tank push already, so he's already tank pushing here. I'm gonna turn up. Let me just pause this for us. Actually, I won't pause it. For the next game, I'll turn up the sound. So let's see how his push and his micro with his push is with his macro. I think mutas are gonna be coming out, right? Yeah, the mutas are coming out, and he's gonna have to try to protect his tank with his Marines. He does have range, so that does help with protecting. Let's see, he's got 3 mutas here. I'm guessing he's going to try to get maybe 7 to 8. He's got burrow coming. Now he looks like Hydra's just trying to bust through the front already, but there's just too many sunks here, so he's not going to be able to get any further in. This is going to make it kind of weak for him when he goes against the muta micro. He's not going to have as many Marines, but here comes the, let's see, we got 3, so it's going to be 7 mutas. And I think he might have more on the way. Oh, he's got 9 mutas, so let's see what his micro's like here. Oh, he's just going to go all in on this. He thinks he can take all these guys out. He knows you can one-shot the Marines with 9 mutas, so you don't have to worry about the Marines getting repaired or their life revitalized by the medics. Looks like he's already got the greater spore. He might even be going for upgrade on it too. So he's got the greater spore. He's got a defiler mound. I think he's gonna just go for. He might just try to harass a little bit and then just get the guardians. But we'll see if the guardians are able to do anything here, because it looks like Hydra's gonna have. He's got some Goliaths, but he's gonna have a Valkyrie. So we'll see if the Valkyrie, if he has enough here. Obviously he doesn't know that there's these guardians up here. He might go for a quick drop, maybe 2, onto his, right after he attacks this. So let's see what happens here. Sometimes the Zerg likes to kind of bust through this, and then they can go for quick drop, lurker drop, put a defiler, a swarm up, and just destroy the SCVs. So this doesn't look like it's really going to work out too well for... Oh, he's got a Devour here, so we'll see how that does against the Valkyrie. Stimming the Marines up here, trying to flank a little bit. He's got range on his Goliath, so that should be okay. This Valkyrie is going to be able to just do some work here. I don't think he's really getting much done. He's been repairing his command center, so not really going to get much done here. And it looks like, let's see how far GOLDSCV's progressed. He's got a lot of... That's the one thing that's hard with Zerg, is to always get as many extractors as you can. It's just, they're kind of annoying. It's like when you try to click them and stuff. So looks like he's got the defiler. He's got some lurkers, and now look at his APM. He's playing about 280. So, and that's with Zerg. I mean, I think it's a little bit harder to play at a higher APM when you're Zerg. It's easier to play at a higher APM when you're Terran, especially, and with your Protoss, it's usually second easiest. Here comes the attack in the middle. I don't see a vessel, so this might be bad news, but he is making a missile turret here, so we'll see how this gets handled. And there's the Defiler. He attacked the Defiler, was able to kill that, but there's one more, so I think he's going to put the swarm up right here. I think here comes some Valkyries. They're going to just take out some overlords. No upgrades yet for Hydra. Let's see if there's any upgrades. Yeah, so this is gonna hurt GOLDSCV with his overlords because his money's a little bit low. He does have 58 drones, but I feel like a lot of his drones. Ooh, nice, good job by GOLDSCV. A good, smart move, able to attack those with his Scourges because he has so much gas. So I think he might just put a lot of these guys right on his minerals. Looks like that's what he's gonna do. So he's got the swarm up right here, and it looks like Hydra is just slowly trying to macro up. His gas is a little bit lower. For some reason, it's kind of hard to keep up with your gas when you're Terran. But this is panning out to be a pretty good game. A pretty good Terran versus Zerg here. So they played 6 games. This is one of them. I think I'll do one more after this. So he's got the Valkyries. He's sending in his units here. Not doing the smartest thing here. He's just going to need vessels to get rid of this. And during this whole time, GOLDSCV is just building up. Oh, here's his vessels. So he has 3 vessels here. He's still building up. He's got a lot of factories. And he's got 2 starports, and then he's got another 4 here. So he's got a total of 6 starports. So it's just more of a waiting game here. His minerals are pretty good. He's got 95 SCVs. That's kind of a lot. Usually you want to be around 70. But I think he's just trying to beef up his gas. Looks like he's going to go after some of the minerals of GOLDSCV. Where did I miss it? No. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Where are the vessels? Where did the vessels go? Okay, there we go. 1, 2. There we go. So that's a sweet move here. He puts a defense matrix on there, and he irritates it. So he's gonna able to kind of just hold it there, and that's a clutch move right there. And doing it this way, then you don't have to worry about your vessels dying. This is kind of like it's a smart strategic move here. Instead of sending in your vessels and having them irritate and eventually die, he still has his vessels now, so he can just do it again with the Valkyries. It's almost like you can just seamlessly just keep doing this mineral attack. Looks like I think GOLDSCV is gonna go for a drop. Yeah, he's got these guys loaded up. This might not be good for Hydra. He might spot this out, so he might pull the Valkyries and try to. Oh, he's dropping his drop right here. So, but I think he needs to do kind of a big drop. I don't know if I missed. I don't know why his minerals are so low. He's got 70 drones. He just has so much gas. Good placement by Hydra here with his tanks. Here comes the attack. He's going to put down the swarm. These tanks are going to be donezo. He's got another Defiler, so I think he's going to try to sneak this one in, but it gets irritated, so he's going to just try to probably throw up a storm right before it dies. Yeah, right there. So he throws up the storm. This is going to be tough for Hydra to defend here. It's going to be really tough for him to defend. It doesn't seem like his production is that good. I think he's going to lose this one. There's just too many Zerglings, and these guys are going to get his minerals. There goes his SCVs. Not looking good. There's some ultras up here. He's going to finish him off with some ultras. Ultras are beastly. They're probably my favorite unit in the game. They just come in like they're on steroids. And even one Iridate doesn't even kill one. It's like they take like, they're like 50 cents. They take like 12 bullets. Whatever, how many bullets you can take. And I mean, 50 cent never died, so. But this does not look good. I think the GG is going to be called real soon. GOLDSCV played this pretty well here. And I think Hydra played this kind of poorly. He just was sitting around too much. He didn't do much. Yeah, there's the GG. He just didn't do much in this one. I think, let's see what he has to say. I messed up. Yeah, you definitely did. Oh, maybe saying good game, I think, which it was not. So let's just speed it up. I think he's just going to stay and be annoying. Maybe it's not over? This would be the most insane game ever. But it probably will be over soon. Hydra was able to survive that, so interesting. Here comes a drop. He's going to pull back the drop. And getting the minerals, so sick. This might be a sick comeback by Hydra. I am the worst at calling games. He does have 2/2 upgrades. He's been crushing his minerals pretty bad. So, I mean, if he keeps doing that, and he's just been saving the vessels, his minerals are okay. He's got those 3 extra command centers here, so. This is a sick Terran vs. Zerg here. What is GOLDSCV going to do? Is he just going to go for a mass drop? He's got some ultras in here. I see one. But he's got a few lurkers. He's got these mutalisks just chilling. This drop is going to be really hurt Hydra. So, because Hydra's minerals are just right there. But he's almost max, so he's trying to push through the front. This isn't getting detected at all, so there are some tanks here though. So if he sneaks it in over here to the right, yeah, this is not going to be good for Hydra. And then there's the Defiler. So that's going to be, once the lurkers swarm, they're just going to be absolute madness here. And lifting up his command centers. He said GG. I think he made it a better game. So, looks like he lost his base here. But it looks like GOLDSCV is pretty poor. And this is going to make him even more poor. So, he's down to 43 drones. But Hydra's not able to really do anything here. He's not going to be able to get any of his minerals back. He's got a base down here, but there's a couple Zerglings down here just annoying. So I do think it's GG now, but that was a great job by Hydra to really make this an interesting game. Because I mean, look at the minerals on. Here comes another. I think I heard a Iridate, whatever you call it. Yeah, here's some ultras. They got +5 carapace. I mean, they're just beastly. They're just gonna take over right here. Take over with the swarm. That's gonna make them impossible to die. They're just beastly. That poor Goliath. The guy in that Goliath is like, I'm fucked. Look at, they got speed. I mean, they're just roided out. They're like little Arnolds. Jesus. There's the GG for sure. That was a good game. That was a good game. I'm going to turn up the sound. I'm going to show one more of these two playing because that was a pretty sick game. Let me get the sound up. See if that's better. All right. So let's see what the next one is. So I saved them in a way that I couldn't really know who won which one. I saved them like this. So I'm gonna go with, we're gonna go with this one. I'm closing my eyes. Don't know what it is. Oh, actually, let's not do that. Let's do a different one. I don't want to see a Terran vs. Zerg. We can show that one another time, guys. We'll go with this one. Ooh, this one's pretty long. I don't know if I'll save that one too. Let me go for one more here. Let me go for one more. Save that one for tomorrow. Alright. This will be a good one. Let's see what happens for this one. This is going to be a Protoss versus Zerg. Hydra has a really good Zerg. So, we'll see how he stands up against GOLDSCV's Protoss. And let's see how GOLDSCV plays this one. I swear, Hydra complains about always getting a bad spot, but he always does get middle. Like, he's just so unfortunate. He always gets the middle base. Middle base this game, and then he gets a bad matchup with it. Well, actually, no. He was Terran vs. Zerg. That's a good matchup, but he was a middle base. So it looks like he's going for a choke. Got two gateways. I think this is going to be the two gateways into a Nexus. So, but this is a really bad spot for Zerg because the drops can just come in and just completely abuse this spot. So, looks like trying to micro a little bit there. Gonna get both of his Sunkens up. Here comes two Zealots. So, but he's got 4 Lings. He might have 2 more on the way. He's got 4 Lings. He should be... 4 Lings is not that much. Good micro by GOLDSCV. And Hydra's going to have to make a couple more Lings because 2 Lings versus 2 Zealots is not going to... It's just not going to do the job. He's not going to do the job. I think he's going to go for some drones. Yeah, he's going to go for some drones. And getting drones is really painful. There goes 2 drones. 3 drones. That's painful right there. He's only at 5 drones right now. So that's really painful to lose those drones like that. And he only went for one extra hatchery. Looks like Hydra's just going to scout with his Zerglings, but I think he kind of knows that GOLDSCV's here, so he's just going to try and buy some time for himself while he can. I don't know about his sunken placement, but GOLDSCV playing at 320 APM. He does not want to lose. And Hydra playing at 265. So, I mean, neither of these guys want to lose here. Just kind of messing. Maybe getting a probe here and there. There's 1 probe. It's kind of messing up with GOLDSCV. He's not able to continually just macro at his own pace. You got to try to micro and then make some probes and then put your probes on the minerals. But he does have a ton of zealots here. Looks like he has 8 or 9, and he's got 2 more coming. So I think he just realized, hey, I guess he's going back. I think he could just come and attack this front base, because he's got going for 2 robotics. He's gonna make a dragoon. He has 8, 9 zealots, 10. So he's got 10 zealots. I mean, he could go for an attack, but let's see what Hydra's pretty broke right now. He's gonna keep these lings up here, do a little more scouting with these lings, and see. Looks like GOLDSCV is gonna go for the Reaver drop. I don't know if he's gonna try to break through the middle. He might put his zealots right here and then just float them over with the Reaver and then try to end the game like that. But he could just try to push through the front with his Reaver too. So he got 2 robotics, so he's able to have a double Reaver. He's going for the attack right now. Not going to be successful there. Here's the drop of zealots. This is going to be on the minerals, so he's going to probably try to... Not completely sure. I think he's just scouting him. That's what... He's wanting to scout his base, see where he's at, how many Hydras he has. And I think GOLDSCV kind of knows he's ahead in this game. But looks like Hydra is making a decent amount of Hydras here, so sneaking in some lings. He's got a decent amount of Hydras, but this is a tough base to stop drops. First, you gotta worry about your choke getting attacked. So then the Hydras sometimes have to come up here, and then you just sneak a drop right in. He's got 3 macro hatcheries. Here's the Reaver. He's going to try to push right here. Going to slowly push. And during this time, Hydra is kind of still scouting. He might kill this Reaver. No. Doing some damage on that Reaver. He's able to still kind of scout GOLDSCV's base, but GOLDSCV is just going to keep trying to push forward. The way to kind of beat Reavers is you gotta flank them. You gotta have your Hydras up here, Hydras here, and then Hydras here, and then when they come in, then you just surround them. But it looks like he's gonna have 4 Reavers. He might go for a Reaver drop here. We'll see what he does with this. Moving his Hydras around. He might be able to snipe this drop. Ooh, I think he did see it. Here comes the attack. He was able to kill the 2 Reavers in there. So that was a good job by Hydra. Zealot speed. Here comes another drop. It's got a Reaver in it. But he's got a lot of Hydras here. He might survive this. He needs to spread these there. He's spreading these Hydras away. He wants to try to kill the Zealots first, or just try to surround the Reavers and get them killed. Good micro there by Hydra. Now he just needs to try to survive this. This is a lot of Zealots. So he does have the sunk there. I don't think he's been dropped. He just needs to survive this. But looks like the mass from GOLDSCV is just too big. He's not gonna be able to survive this. Still pumping the Hydras. Still trying to survive here. I think that GOLDSCV is just gonna try to go for a drop on his minerals and end the game with a Reaver drop on the minerals. And he's gonna be having. Here comes the attack on the back. This is where the Reaver is gonna come in. This is gonna wreak havoc. Ooh, wasn't able to snipe the Reaver in time. Trying to get his drones out of there, but not in time. And there's the GG. Tough matchup. Tough spot. So those are the 2 games I'm gonna do today. Hydra unfortunately went 0-2, but I know that these guys have played multiple times, and I would say they're pretty even. So it'll be nice to see the next games that they play. But GG, I'm out.